dyno appointment's a little late today, but it worked out because yesterday Ticon released some new tools, and when new tools come out, you got to get them as quick as you can. So, next day air. So, let's open the box and see what we got. So it's kind of crazy. As soon as I turned the camera off last time, got ready to put this car in the dyno, put the jack under it, and then the power went out, and 4 hours later it just came back on. So sort of wrote this off for the day. So let's try these purge plugs out. This one should be pretty fun. So opening these and playing with them, they're a lot kind of squishier than I was expecting, which is awesome. It'll make it way easier and seal up way better without having to beat on it with a hammer, or, whatever it is, like some of the other stuff we've all used over the years. So right out of the box, the thing that caught me off guard, I guess you could say, was these multi-layer diffusers that were included with each one of the different plugs, which is an awesome feature. And then this is what it looks like when it's installed. And then here's one without it installed. You can see it's like a female receiver groove. So it just pops right in there, which is going to make a world of a difference on how the argon actually fills the tube, and ensures that it pushes out all the oxygen and fills everything up evenly, rather than just kind of filling the center of the tube and then going right out the other side. And then you have your piece of tubing, which it just pops right in, and then nothing fancy here. This is just some 1/4-inch vacuum hose I had laying around, and that just slides right on. So depending on how fancy you want to get, just this vacuum hose will work, or you can get creative and use some push lock hose or stainless braided hose, or the fact it's just a little push-in adapter. The sky's the limit. Obviously, if you bought this, you have a welder, so this nipple you can adapt any fitting you want to it. Not that you need to. This actually probably makes it way easier, because you can just pop the fitting on and off real quick. So this was 3 separate kits. This is a larger diameter, up to 4-inch, so this is more of like a exhaust system kit. Another one is referred to on here as a header kit. And then this one here is a turbo manifold kit. So I guess this one's probably designed for scheduled pipe. But all in all, it looks like you're covered in all the different sizes that you would need, from 1.25 inch up to 4 inch. So that's pretty cool. So you're going to want to install the diffusers on both the inlet and the outlet, and installing them into the tubes, just that easy. No more of this stupid shit. So the little tube nipples that just simply slide in, they're titanium, so I thought that was a pretty cool touch. Naturally, you gotta pull out the torch and add some color to those. So I've actually never tried filming welding before, so if the camera explodes or bursts into flames, sorry about that. Let's try these plugs out. Looks like these blue ones are best fit for this tube. Slides right in. Doesn't feel like it's gonna fall out. No hammers required. So on the outlet side, you don't need to run the little piece of tubing, but at the same time, if you want to leave it in because you already had it in there, you can. That seems pretty good. Throw the tube in. And let's turn the purge on. I guess the other thing worth noting is these gloves are beat to hell, but these plugs easily both go in and come out while wearing gloves, so you don't have to take everything off and apart to set them up, which can be a deal breaker if you're welding a lot. If you're not familiar with the ferrite cups, they're clear, which is awesome. The price is right. They use a standard size or style gas lens and color body and tungsten and all of that, so you can just get consumables for them at your local welding supply store. And they work far better than anything that I can buy at the store that isn't, specialty type stuff. So these are definitely worth checking out. All right, let's see what we got. the packaging says to use these further than an inch out from the weld. These are probably about 2.5 to 3 inches on each side. 1 inch seems pretty close to me, so I'll save that for another day when I test them out. But yeah, that's really asking a lot of these. And how often are you really welding 1 inch away from the end of a tube? I mean, obviously it happens, but I don't think it's an everyday thing. Let's pull these plugs out and see. There's definitely a bunch of heat in this thing, so let's see how easy they come out. Yep, so I'm sold. Works for me. We can kind of already see already. That's hot. Gonna cut it apart now and show you what the inside looks like. Alright, I got this thing all cut apart. Please ignore that it looks like it was welded by a blind guy on a poker stick. But you can see here. This is what it looks like with no purge. And then you can just see that it's purged, nice and gold. And then, you know, obviously on a part you're spending some additional time on, you can make everything look a little bit nicer. But obviously there's a massive difference in appearance and flow and strength and everything that comes with back purging. So these things work great. So a short little test shows exactly what it needed to show, that these things do exactly what they're intended to do, and most importantly is they're about saving time and being easy to use. You know, the faster you can work, the faster you can get things done, the more money you can make, which is, you know, why at the beginning of this, super excited to open a box with new tools. These things definitely didn't disappoint. Happy I have them here, and we'll use them like crazy. So now that the video stuff is out of the way, let me try and throw them in some other stuff and do some other welding and play with them a little bit more.